So you want to rob the Golden Grin Casino, huh? Well, I can see why. What with the addictive slot machine gameplay, solid gold vault, and spooky Illuminati conspiracy box, who wouldn't want to rob this place? Even if the payout is completely terrible after playing Bag Throwing Simulator for a solid 20 minutes. The real problem is trying to get away with it without being seen. But if you follow this helpful guide, I can show you how to solo stealth the Golden Grin Casino heist. We begin preparing for our great heist by bringing the necessary skills that I believe to be the most useful. Body bags are the way to go for me. There are a lot of people in a casino, and I would rather not fuck around and actually have people placed exactly where I want them to be. Bring the skills and weapons you're most comfortable with, but if you want to see the build I use to tackle this heist, there will be a link in the description that shows you my loadout. Now for assets. The only one I believe you truly need is Heartbreak Annie, because having 2 of the 3 digits placed exactly where you know they'll be is a huge relief and will make your job a whole lot easier. The rest is completely up to you, but here's what I do for the rest of my assets.
It will come in handy. I'm sure of it.
Now after your pre-planning is complete, it's time to get in this casino and get paid. So after playing slots for 5 minutes, realize that the only way you're truly going to make some money in this place is by clearing out the vault down below. Start to head for your gear wherever you placed it, and once the ghost is clear of guards, grab it, but don't mask up just yet. You're now concealing weapons, so guards and cameras will spot you, but only from a distance, so you can slip into the employees-only area of the casino while still being in the guard's clear line of sight. Don't worry about the sleeping gas, you'll grab it later. Now the employee-only area is your safe haven of this heist. 2 guards patrol with a lot of cameras. Take these 2 guards out without letting their bodies be inside the cameras and answer their pagers. There is another guard in the area of the locker room. Whether you choose to take him out or not is completely up to you. Once the guards are dealt with, in the back, you're pretty much safe, but just don't be in front of a camera for too long, because they're still active. Next, find the room in the middle labeled the manager's office and grab the painting off the wall and begin to drill the safe. It only has a minute timer with no drill skills and never jams, so while the drill is doing its thing, head into the archives and start to search for the blueprints. There is 1 sieve and 3 cameras in the archives room. Now if you're lucky, you can find them without them seeing you, but if you had to take her out, because there is a chance she will be bugged and she's crouched over in fear, just take her out and make sure that none of the cameras see her. Next is the fax machine. You guys in the blueprints domain and grab the USB stick for this next part. So take the left side of the casino and get to the reception as fast as possible without being seen. I like to do the good old jump, sprint, and crouch at the same time kind of maneuver to not be seen. So once you reach the reception area, shoot the lock off the doors to save some time. Download the guest list from one of the 4 spots, but know if it's the computer on the far right side, somehow the Civ sees the download and has an anxiety attack and wants to call the SWAT team for some reason, so you may have to shut her up.
On the ground! Get down on the ground! On the ground! That hostage will definitely make them have to regroup.
Now before you dash back the same way you got there, go ahead and sneak your way behind this bar in the room close to reception. It has 1 of the 3 digits needed for the code to the vault, and you can try to remember the color and number, but Ben will remind you anyway what the code is when you have all 3 and are ready to enter the vault. So now, dash back to the employee-only area and start the upload to see who has the card to get into the correct control room to where you have to gas. In my experience, the card lies on only 2 peoples, who I like to call Pink Guy and White Guy because of the color of their shirts. If the card is on the White Guy, he will be near the slots from the way you just walked back from reception. And if it's Pink Guy, he is usually on the other side of the casino, kind of just, on the other side. Spot him and find out what color the bottle is that he drinks and start to look for it.
Looks
Be careful going onto the balconies upstairs to look for the drinks because guards and civs tend to linger up there, so be careful. The detection is a little bit buggy with this heist, so they can spot you instantly, so try to make sure the ghost is clear. If you have to go to the far backside balcony, take the outside balcony, because it's usually not filled with guards or civs. If it is, just hide behind the bar. Now, if the bottle is out by the pools, just be quick and try to stay as far away from the line of sight of the guards as possible. Now, when you grab the bottle, Bane will call your target and will make a window for you to quickly spike his drink. This is an instant process, so you don't need to hold F or anything. You just got to get close, tap F or whatever your key is, and just dash away. So, once you do spike the drink, head back over to the employee-only area and look to see him drink because this is your safe haven. No one's going to be able to see you from there. Now, once he takes a sip, he's going to try and spill his guts because of whatever poison you put in there, I don't know. So follow him to the bathroom and take care of him. I don't like to fuck around with him, so I shoot him, bag him up, and put him in one of the stalls so nobody spots him. Make sure you have a bag ready for this. So put down your body bags in an area where you know you can get them, and always try to make sure you're filled because you never want to be in a spot where you have to take more time because you don't have a body bag and you have to deploy a case. Now, when you pick up this guy's card, Bane will say what room number the card belongs to, so don't forget it because it's very important. At this time, pay attention to where the stairs are on this heist. If you're playing on Death Wish, only one side will have stairs up to the top part of the casino, near the employees-only area, so try to pay attention on how you can get up. Now, before heading upstairs, go back to the guitar case where your gear is and grab the sleeping gas. Head upstairs and don't get spotted yet because you're almost in the clear. There may be a glitch civ in fear like the other chick could be, so try to take him out without any cameras or guards spotting him. Then quickly enter the room with the keycard and gas the room as fast as you can, because then, once you do, the cameras will be shut off. So you have a little bit more leeway, but don't get sloppy just yet, okay? Now that you know the cameras are off, all you really have to do is get back to the employees only area, and you should have an easy time for the rest of the heist. Now, run back into the manager's office, grab all the loose cash, and open up the briefcase in there, and then find out the code. Then head into the locker room. If you chose not to take care of the guard already, take him out now. There's really no reason for him to really be there. No one's really going to spot him. It'll just make it going a bit easier. Lockpick the lockers, find the last digit, and if you remember all of it, you'll just know the code. If not, Bane will tell you anyway. So, lockpick to the security room. All the guards should be asleep. Now, you just have to hack the computer, disable the lasers. That usually takes around 60 seconds. Head down into the vault area. Enter the 3-digit code that Bane tells you to in a really robotic kind of way. Enter the vault and put your drill on the door to the dentist loop. That should take a minute and also doesn't jam. Lions Game Lion really doesn't like, drills that jam, obviously. Also, see in the security room if there are some keys laying on the wall in the middle part of the room, if you didn't buy them in assets already. Because there is a little bit, I find, not really a bug, but just a circumstance where if you don't have keys and silent drilling, when you put drills on the vault doors, a guard from up top will hear and start to walk back to the security room and spot the door open. But if you didn't get spotted by anyone else, he should be your 4th pager response, so you should be fine after that. But just be careful because you don't know when he's going to show up, and while you're down there moving bags, he'll spot it, and before you have time to rush up, he can sound the alarm. So just, watch out for that if you don't have keys or silent drilling. Now, the last part that you can get caught on this heist is tripping the lasers to the dentist loop. Just time it correctly. Make sure both lasers are on top or at least in an area where you can sneak under it. Grab the dentist loop. You will be a little bit slower now, so make sure you're really close up, but not too close where you'll touch them. And once that same pattern happens, move under. You should have enough time. And then once that happens, you are in the clear. Now all I gotta do is, pretend that, all the little loose cash upstairs is pizza. Nom down on all of those. Bag all the money piles and enjoy Bag Simulator 2015 for the next 15 to 20 minutes. Because you just stealthed the Golden Grin Casino heist. Now, I really hope this guide helps you guys, and I hope you also enjoyed it. Feel free to subscribe to me if you haven't already. And if there's any other heists you want a guide on how to stealth, go ahead and let me know in the comments. There's also some links in the description of this video you guys should really check out. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys really enjoyed. Happy heisting. And I'm Given, and as always, my hair is still blue.